Hello. Hello, 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 hello. Como estamos, meu povo? Contem-me coisas. Como vamos hoje? Ok. Queria fazer só aqui um teste, que era este teste. Ok, eu estou sem chat da Twitch, por algum motivo. Vou pôr o chat da Twitch no outro lado. Mete muito calma. Chat da Twitch, por algum motivo não me está a aparecer no computador de streaming. Eu meto no telemóvel, não é grave. Tento ir acompanhando por aqui. Ok. Vamos lá então. Olá a todos, pessoal. Sejam bem-vindos a mais uma live stream. Temos novamente React. Uau! Adoro, quem nunca? Ora bem, conclusão. Temos isto para ver. Queria começar com um vídeo de cripto. Depois temos um vídeo do Bernardo Almeida. Depois temos Nuno Agonia. Se ainda tivermos tempo, tenho aqui um vídeo dos Dude Perfect para vermos com o Steph Curry. E depois, se ainda tivermos tempo, andamento e mochila. Depois para baixo já são vídeos que não vos interessa tanto, acho eu. Por isso, vamos começar com este vídeo. Eu sei que no início da stream não vai estar quase ninguém na live, mas eu quero ver este vídeo. Por isso, é melhor no início da stream do que no final. Eu já sei que, como vocês não gostam disto, é melhor assim. What the fuck?
That's right, baby. The
Mas
Alpha
estranho.
KOL is back, streaming live to That's right, baby.
That's right, baby.
The Alpha KOL is back, streaming live to you. And you are here for one reason. You see Bitcoin making 5, 10, 15% gains. You say, no, I don't want to
Nope.
take home the mama conservative gains. I want the red hot, dirty,
Well.
OnlyFans $5 content.
Ei,
type
ei,
gains.
calma.
The dirty altcoins that give the 5,
Ela está banida da maior parte das
20x,
plataformas, tenham lá cuidado.
unspeakables burning for
Vamos
years.
mostrar lá aí no
You want
ecrã.
altcoins that go pop. You want the coins that make you go, oh my. And I got
Oh
news for
my.
you, my chunky little pervert.
Este gajo começa os vídeos sempre de cada maneira mais estranha.
In this video, before it's banned off YouTube for being too hot. You see, in this video, I'm going to give you the coins that are going to pop. Coins that we've mentioned lately, like Neuro. Oh my. Heck, even Peanuts, up 10 billion. It's up. It's a squirrel. It flies. Oh my. And let's be frank about what's going on here. You're falling back after 4 literal years of me telling you, hey, you should buy when it's low. You see Lord Peanut, patron saint of Magnum Dongs, leading with mega gains. Hell, you even see your neighbor who is a well-known Cardano holder. They have to introduce themselves to everyone in the neighborhood before they move in. You even see him making the big bucks, now taking his wife and her boyfriend.
O gajo começa os vídeos sempre de maneira tão estranha, mano. Nossa senhora.
They're banking. And you're thinking to yourself, I want that for me. I deserve this.
I want
and let's
that
be
for
straight.
me.
No, you don't. But in this video, I'm going to be giving you those coins. Like I said before, the coins that go pop. The coins that make you go, oh my. Coins
Oh
that
my.
I've given you like super. Oh my, Destra. Oh,
Eu já estou em super, Destra não estou. Estou lá na me...
Wait, no. This one, edit this out. No. Coins that you missed out on, because frankly, you just haven't been
O gajo a fazer, martelo com uma arma na mão. O gajo é completamente crazy.
And now you are here at the feet of the most woke, most famous, family-friendly, empty house crypto advice guy, the Alpha Golden KOL. And luckily for you, I can say, actually, with a straight face, character aside, this is probably actually your last chance to get into these coins before alt season begins, because it is right around the corner. It's waiting like a Cardano holder watching from the closet, just inches away from action. And in this video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to
Quando lá a merda da arma, meu, quando eu vou ser banido outra vez por tua causa, meu.
Because in this video, I'm not just going to give you some of the hottest industries and niches and altcoins you need to be looking at. I'm also going to show you how alt season is going to work. So that for the 2 or 3% of viewers in this channel that have an IQ above 10, you can actually go get your own coins and find your own coins will pop. Coins will make you
Coins will pop.
And then we're going to get into the hottest niches in crypto. And then throughout this video, I'll be listing the coins that I'm looking at. But unlike other videos where I just list them all at once and then you come in here, ape in and lose all your money, I'm going to subtly list them throughout the video. So that you have to pay attention. Because you goofy little fucks. You come here,
Isto é para manter o pessoal engaging, basicamente. Para o pessoal não sair a meio do vídeo. Ela é esperta a fazer assim, não?
That was bad. So without further ado, what we're going to do is we're going to hop into the zone. We're going to hop into the nether region. I'm going to show you the coins. We're going to load up my computer and I'm going to show you how this alt season is likely going to work and break down exactly where you should probably most certainly definitely be looking in crypto right now. So without further ado, let's get started. So first things first, let's load up CoinMarketCap and get into the very low quality, unacceptable level of content you've come to know and enjoy.
Quando ele gravou este vídeo, a Bitcoin estava bocadinho down. Quando é que terá sido isto? Não tem aqui nada de datas? Não.
I realize it's a bull run, but what we're going to do on this channel is we're slowly going to just make the channel worse and worse as the bull run goes on, because it's fucking funny. But on a serious note,
agora está nos 93, acho eu.
About to happen. My first big tip for you is follow me on Twitter at ZSSBecker. No, it's not X, it's Twitter. I'm 36 years old. I'm not learning new tricks or new words. Time froze for me at 35. I still play the Nintendo 64. I refuse to move on with my life. But seriously, follow me there because these videos take me forever to make. And contrary to common belief, I don't wake up every morning wanting to inject myself with heroin and cocaine to amp myself up to make those stupid intros. So follow me on Twitter because you get updates a lot faster, a lot sooner there. And this bull is going to move lightning fast. So you need updates much faster than I can make in these videos. But if you want these videos and more of them, you should subscribe because most of you aren't subscribed. And again, the bull's gonna move fast. So I'm gonna make these videos and then a week later, the content's gonna be completely out of date. And then a week later, the entire market could change. So you want to be on top of updates instead of not on top of them.
Tentar perceber porque é que a Twitch não está a aparecer o chat ali para mim. Desculpem, pessoal. Provavelmente a stream pode ficar lenta durante X segundos. Enquanto a ferramenta do Caster Labs volta a iniciar. Que é o que eu faço para juntar os chats todos unidos. São mais fortes. Disse seguramente. Having connection issues? Hope not. Okay.
Now, look, I realize you just want me to jump in the coin picks and start slapping out bangers left and right. You want me to just throw out the next peanut like I did a few weeks ago. It is now up 18 billion%.
Eia, bem, 3.334%. Ixi. Ixi. Eu tenho isto tudo lixado em termos de chats. Desculpem, pessoal, o chat está todo lixado, não sei porquê. Não consigo ver a maior parte das mensagens. Quer dizer, eu acho que só as da Twitch é que eu não consigo ver, as outras acho que consigo ver todas. Só as mensagens da Twitch é que não estou a conseguir ver no chat e não estão a aparecer no ecrã ali em baixo. Mas não há muito que eu possa fazer neste momento, honestamente.
And I know what you're thinking. Alex, you never actually told me to buy peanut. Wait. I posted about peanut nonstop during election. I even saw this coin. All I did was post little pictures of this fucking squirrel all over my Twitter. Yes, sure, I didn't buy any, and I technically didn't mention the coin, but I basically made peanut. I'm taking credit for this. Everyone who's made money here, this is due to me. And I just didn't get on peanut because I was just being charitable. I just wanted everybody else to make money with peanut. On a serious
É uma
note,
daquelas
I did
coins que
post
foi
about
tipo
peanut.
completamente. O pessoal todo comprou, os high level, falaram entre eles. Comecem a publicar esta coin agora. Publicaram e daqui a um par de tempos vão tirar profit nesta merda. Não comprei isto, gente. Provavelmente é tarde demais. Yeah, já está a começar a descer. É o que eu estava a dizer, basicamente. É o que eu estava a dizer. 11 de novembro, 9 de novembro. Os streamers criadores de conteúdo assim devem ter começado a falar desta coin aqui. E agora isto já não vai a lado nenhum. E vai a zero, provavelmente em breve.
24/7 and didn't buy any of it. And all you people that got in this, I hate you. You are human ass. I will resent you, and I hope you never make money ever again because you've exposed me for the shit crypto investor I am. How did I miss this? But on a serious note, I know you want me to get in and start whipping out altcoins like this and start making 28 shit coins rain from Valhalla right here. We need to talk, but unlike other crypto channels, I want you to actually succeed. And what I'm about to tell you at the beginning of this video is going to make you so much more successful when it comes to trading altcoins, going to prevent you from losing all your money, which is really the goal here, because 95% of people
Bitcoin,
in crypto, like I said, do not make money.
já está no
Please read the
93, a
disclaimer
verdade é
at
essa.
the bottom of this video. I'm not going to make the 2-3 minute warning like I do in other videos. We have stuff to do. I cannot stress how risky and how gambling what we're about to do is, and at 95% of you, if you're new here, are probably going to lose money. Please read the disclaimer.
Verdade,
in
sim,
detail.
senhor.
Go through it. I'm not kidding. Add a character. Just please read it. It's very important. It's not some typical legal disclaimer where people just throw it out there just to cover their butt. It is actually a broken down warning from me on what you need to be looking for and the risks you're about to take. Because I don't want you to lose all your money. And also to maximize your gains and know when to sell these coins I'm going to be talking about here. Whether you look at the coins that I'm looking at or you use like a smart person, the concepts I give you in this video, you're not going to know how to maximize those gains and when to exit without what I'm about to tell you at the beginning of this video. So this is so damn incredibly important. Please wait and go through what I'm about to say because it's going to set you up to have success far more than just skip into the end of this video and looking for coin picks, which is what 90% of people do. Now let's talk about what's happening in the market and what's about to happen that's very, very important. So I'm sure you've probably all seen
Aprender com os melhores,
Bitcoin's been
vamos lá.
charging like a wild ape. And
Yeah.
what I've been seeing all over crypto Twitter and all over the place is people being kind of a little bit pissed off that their altcoins aren't pumping. So if we go and
Ainda
look
vai
at
cedo para as altcoins
Peanut again to remind us how
pamparem.
poor we are. If we go and look at all the altcoins, Solana hasn't done like a 200% move. Dogecoin has, because apparently we just all invest only in meme coins now, and this is the only source of making money in crypto. Just kidding. I'll get into meme coins here in a second. I know it's tempting to want to FOMO completely in the meme coins at this point, but I don't think that's the move
80%.
right now. I think alt season's about to
In
begin,
7
and I'll
dias.
explain why. But if you see and we look at our
Insane.
good old-fashioned utility and altcoins, they haven't pumped super a lot. I mean, Cardano, if you actually go look at this thing, it is done. It went from 30 to 60. It's almost done a 100% move. So we're seeing some gains, but not those crazy gains that we want to see yet. And the reason why everyone
Eu
is so
aproveitei
soggy
Tron e
about
tirei
this is
Tron.
because apparently I'm going to have to re-educate
Saquei
you
os
guys on how
lucros de Tron e
Bitcoin,
meti no outro lado.
Bitcoin and altcoins move in a bull run. And if you're new to this, you have to understand this because this rotation I'm about to talk about here is what we're probably going to see 2, 3, maybe even 4 times this bull run. And if you're not prepared and you don't recognize this rotation, you're going to keep doing the number one mistake that everybody does. It's where basically something's pumping, you jump into that, you try and make money with that, and then it stops pumping as soon as you get in, and other things start pumping, and then you sell that thing, and you hop in and try and chase these things, and you end up chasing pumps. In crypto, the way you make money is you have to get in coins a few weeks before people get into them in a bull run. Now, the best thing to do is what we've been doing the past 4 years. You can go through, I've made 4 years of literal content talking about coins we should be looking at and industries we should be looking at. The best way to make money in crypto is just to buy during those times. It's really high risk to be hopping into the middle of a bull run or at the start of a bull run and then trying to chase down pumps in coins.
Quando a bull run começa já temos que ter tudo comprado, senão vamos comprar tudo a preço mais alto do que o que devíamos. Mas isso é um bocado óbvio, né?
Typical dump after it makes a charge, and so they're even a little bit in a fearful down state right now. I truly think this is probably one of the last times you're going to be able to get alts at anywhere near a decent price that you can sit on for the rest of the bull run, which is what we want to do on this channel. And 99%.
Como é que se chama aquele? Crypto Cycles Chart? Não sei, não é um chart, é uma imagem, mas é um. Não é chart que eu quero, é. Cycles. BTC, Ethereum, Alt, Meme. É isto que eu quero. Ok, basicamente Open Image na NetApp, estava difícil eu conseguir fazer o que eu queria. Basicamente é isto que acontece na cripto, ok? Pronto. Ou seja, começamos com Bitcoin, o dinheiro entra em Bitcoin. Começamos aqui numa altura em que vemos muitas flutuações na Bitcoin, subidas, descidas, subidas, descidas, subidas, descidas. Quando acontece isto, normalmente o dinheiro da Bitcoin move-se para Ethereum, ok? E a Ethereum começa a disparar em termos percentuais muito mais do que a Bitcoin. E depois entra o retail. O retail vem atrás de Ethereum, babá. Depois começamos a ver que Ethereum começa a perder a força e começa a Ethereum nas subidas e descidas constantes. Quando isso acontece, normalmente vamos para coins terciárias, digamos assim, como Cardanos, como Avax, como Solana e por aí fora. E os big holders começam a mover-se para a fase 3, depois o retail vem atrás e depois entramos na alt season, meme coins, coins novas e por aí fora. Nós neste momento estamos ainda na fase 1. Por isso é normal que ainda não sintamos as meme coins e as altcoins a sofrer os pumps que a Bitcoin tem sentido, porque ainda estamos nesta fase 1. Ou seja, é normal ainda não haver muita movimentação em coins terciárias e altcoins. Mas de qualquer das maneiras já se tem visto algum movimento, o que é bastante bom. Concordo com a análise. Obrigado pelo apoio. Este diagrama é um diagrama usado há muito tempo pelo pessoal da cripto. Não fui eu que o fiz. Basta procurar na net o que eu procurei, que é ciclos Bitcoin, Ethereum, meme coins, e aparece-vos isto, ou então ciclo Pet to Alt Season, que vai-vos aparecer isto. Isto, nos ciclos todos que houve até agora, funcionou bem. Por isso, acredito que nos próximos ciclos vá funcionar também. Verifica Rainbow Chart Bitcoin. Ok. Acho que nunca vi isso, mas posso procurar. Rainbow Chart Bitcoin. Ou seja, isto é teoricamente o que se está à espera que aconteça, não é? Vou ver o Dark Mode, que eu não gosto de ver em Light Mode. Light Mode lixa-me os olhos todos. Tem batido sempre, ok. Certo, nós estamos alguns aqui. 145 é muito. Não concordo com os 145 no final do ano. Entre 145 a 186 parece-me muito. Eu diria que vamos manter os 100. Eu acho que os 100 para o final do ano faz sentido. Mais que isso já parece-me um bocadinho abusado. Mas a minha opinião vale o que vale. como é óbvio. Mas vamos lá continuar a ver o vídeo. A mim também mais perto dos 100, 110, sim, acho que sim. Tem aguentado bem os 90, o que é bastante bom, mas depende também um bocado da tomada de posse do Trump, como corra. Enganei, eu queria meter BTC. Olha, meti e ele assumiu mesmo. Neste momento está 92.572, hoje acho que já foi aos 93, quase 94, exatamente às 7 da tarde. Teve quase no 94. A Doge é que pode explodir. Opa, para mim dava jeito que explodisse um bocadinho, dava. Eu neste momento estou mais preocupado com o ONU. É onde eu tenho o meu maior investimento. Acho que Real World Assets fazem um bocadinho mais sentido neste momento. E eu tinha AVAX, entrei tarde, Link nunca entrei, OM nunca entrei, VET nunca entrei em onde há um par de meses, um ano talvez, se calhar. Comprei a primeira chunk de onde a 42 cêntimos e meti uma grande entrada, grande, e quando eu digo grande é muito grande em comparação com o que eu tinha, vai nos 70, ou deixa-me confirmar para não estar a dizer mentiras. Para Long, Cardano, Solana. Qual foi a minha grande entrada em onde? É, 74. O que me subiu muito a minha average, mas neste momento estou com 30 e tal ou 40% de lucro. Mentira, 29% neste momento. Em onde? Porque me subiu muito a entrada dos 0,40, 42 que eu tinha.
People watching this, we are not traders. We're not going to be pulling some Wolf of Wall Street swing trades. What we want to do is we want to find good
Onde já
altcoins
entrei
that we
tarde.
can sit in for the next
É
few months.
assim, eu entrei cedo, mas com pouca quantidade. Depois pá, acabou por me subir muito a média. A average subiu-me bastante por causa disso. Por causa da paridade de valores desta segunda entrada que eu fiz.
Once Bitcoin reaches a certain point, which I'll get into in this video. That's our goal. And our last chance to easily do that, I think,
Também
is right
tenho
now. So,
uma entrada
what you need to
fixe em
get
WIF,
is the typical
mas
Bitcoin rotation in crypto that everybody seems to
não
be forgetting.
chega
So let me
aos,
give you a little recap on this. The way a bull market
ainda não
usually
chega aos
works,
5
if you
mil,
look at
por
the
isso
last
é
3 bull
irrelevante
markets, and it's working exactly the same way right
neste
now, is
momento, pelo
Bitcoin
menos.
is always going to move first. I can explain to you the theory and
Eu acho que ele vai explicar
this,
agora o que eu estava a explicar há bocado. PTC, Ethereum, diárias, meme coins e por aí fora. Esse é outro problema. Eu é trocos, ando à espera de total loot das meme coins. Pois, acredite. Opa, é ir fazendo as coisas com calma e não apressar. Apressar as coisas dá sempre asneira. Com calma, ver as coisas com calma, olhar para as coisas direitinhas. Não comprar algo só porque alguém recomenda, porque provavelmente se alguém te recomendou isso e estes criadores de conteúdo quando recomendam é porque já compraram há muito tempo, os amigos deles já compraram todos há muito tempo e começam a falar disso que é para o pessoal comprar, para depois dar rug pull, por isso tenham sempre muito cuidado a isso, façam a vossa pesquisa, podem usar estes vídeos para procurar trends e procurar algo que vos faça entender porque é que as pessoas compraram aquela coin em específico, mas não comprem aquela coin em específico só porque alguém diz. Procurem no mesmo nicho, procurem na mesma blockchain, com as mesmas características e tentem encontrar as vossas coins. Não olhem só para o que os criadores de conteúdo dizem, porque normalmente quando os criadores de conteúdo dizem já tinham comprado antes. As memes é mesmo só tipo raspadinha, deitar dinheiro fora, memes é mesmo total load. Sim, tudo o que não seja Bitcoin e Ethereum é gambling neste momento. Bitcoin e Ethereum consigo considerar como um investimento a muito longo prazo. O resto é gambling. Diga o que disserem. Quem vos disser que não é, está-vos a mentir. E quero que vocês comprem X ou Y coin porque depois quero-vos dar o rug pull. É basicamente isso.
By all means, there's plenty of videos on this channel about that. There's even an entire video that I've linked below here that breaks down.
Teus pais são primos, é verdade.
how to
Tu
trade
dizes, quem
small
sou eu para
mid-cap
negar?
coins. I'm going to leave a lot of the theory out of this because I know you just want to get into the oh my, the pomp that we screamed about at the beginning of this video. So trust me, we'll get to that in a sec. But you have to understand, Bitcoin moves first. It's the king of crypto.
Era aquilo que estávamos a ver há bocado no
Every
gráfico.
coin moving right here revolves around Bitcoin. This isn't the stock market where
Por
we
isso é
have
que eu não
coins
estou
moving
com
individually.
problemas quando vejo as minhas meme coins a fazer ondas. É literalmente pelo facto de tipo, a Bitcoin ainda está a subir. Ou seja, a Bitcoin ainda tem que começar a descer, a Ethereum ainda tem que começar a subir, ainda tem que começar a descer, só depois é que as outras coins vão subir por isso. Existem algumas adormecidas na minha visão, tipo Cron, CRO, penso que querias dizer Cron, XRP e Litecoin. Opá, XRP eu acho que vai subir quando o Twitter aplicar o cartão de pagamentos, porque acho que o Twitter vai criar, o Twitter, o X, vai criar um cartão e um banco dentro do Twitter, do X, e vão permitir criptomoedas. Para além de permitirem criptomoedas, acho que os pagamentos na plataforma também vão ser feitos para essas contas e vão ser feitos usando criptos. E nós já sabemos que a XRP está a ser falada como uma possível coin para ser usada nessa transação. Por isso acredito que a XRP possa ter um bom pump se isso acontecer. Possa não, garantidamente vai ter um bom pump se isso acontecer.
Everything moves based on Bitcoin. And so, when Bitcoin's doing these ginormous moves, altcoins, they're coins that we're really looking to make money in here, especially the mid and lower caps we're going to talk about. They're going to go up a little bit, or they're even going to sag.
Yeah.
Why is this? It's because everybody's watching
O
Bitcoin.
pessoal
And all the liquidity is
o
going.
pessoal está a mexer o dinheiro daqui para ali. Por causa do FOMO, do Fear of Missing Out, o pessoal vê Bitcoin a subir e pensa, foda-se, então, mas eu estou metido numa altcoin porque quero fazer um 100%. Mas é Bitcoin que é suposto ser mais estável, que está a fazer 30% numa semana, deixa-me tirar o dinheiro das altas e meter na Bitcoin. E depois, quando a Bitcoin começa a descer, o pessoal pensa, olha, é agora, não sei o quê, e aí é que vai mexer o dinheiro. Por isso, enquanto a Bitcoin estiver a subir, é muito difícil vermos 2 vezes, 3 vezes, 4 vezes nas coins tipo mais normais, mas que são meme. Só quando o dinheiro começar a sair de Bitcoin.
Until Bitcoin finds its foundation or plateaus and hangs out. And so what we're going to see is likely what we're seeing right now. Bitcoin's pumped a whole lot and now it's going down and people are waiting to see if it starts another charge up. And as soon as Bitcoin goes down a little bit and then plateaus and slowly declines, we're going to see in this period of time right here, altcoins in mid caps, I can't spell alt. Once the word gets past 2 letters, it's really beyond me. We're going to see alts start to run very hard. And what's going to happen with alts is we're going to start at the top alts. We're going to see Solana. We're going to see Sui. That's what we're
Sui.
That's what we're going to call it coin for now. Sui! All right, that's going to be a joke that sticks on that shit. I took all my life savings, I invested in Sui. All right, I don't know how to pronounce the coin. I don't even know much about it. But it's going to pump super hard. We're going to see coins like Near. We're going to see top coins all start to move. And then we're going to see the money start flowing down into the smaller coins. Primarily
Estes clubes de futebol, opa, eu nem sequer vi muito sobre isso. Eu acho que vi na altura umas coisas sobre isso, mas opa, acho que não é o pessoal que gosta de futebol que vai ganhar dinheiro com o cripto. É um mercado demasiado. Sim, o Porto tem, acho que sim. Como é que eu digo isto sem afetar as suscetibilidades? Vou tentar dizer isto de maneira soft, sem tentar ferir ninguém, mas não é o pessoal que gosta de futebol ao ponto de comprar uma cripto só por ser de um clube de futebol. Não são esses fanáticos que vão fazer dinheiro com cripto. E acho que dá para perceber porquê.
sectors of the industry that are really hypey right now. Those being real world assets, which I'm going to talk about a little bit in this video. I haven't talked about too much, but I think that's the hidden gem that people are not looking at. It's going to be AI.
Já agora, desculpem se eu estou um bocadinho morto, mas eu já fiz 700 km de carro hoje. Quando cheguei, depois de fazer a viagem, ainda fui ao ginásio, então estou completamente destruído. Posso estar um bocadinho mais morto do que o normal na Live 2, mas pá, peço desculpa, mas cá estamos.
It's going to be gaming, and then I think we're going to see a lot of money move in the meme coins. So you're really going to want to look into that video if you're looking to go hard in meme coins right now. What's going to happen is what I just described. Bitcoin's going to then plateau, money's going to roll in the alts, and it's going to work its way down to these smaller alts. It's going to start the ones that are worth many billions, work its way down to
Vamos
the ones that
começar
are
com as
worth just a billion,
terciárias e
and
depois é
work
que
it down
descemos para as
to
outras.
these smaller ones that are sub 1 billion that we're going to be talking
É
about.
aquilo que eu estava a
And
mostrar
that's
há
where the
bocado no
20,
gráfico.
30x's over the course of the bull run are going to come from this point. Now,
Falta
look,
gente, é bom ter pessoas a falar de cripto em Portugal. Opa, é um tema que o pessoal em Portugal tem muito medo ainda. Nós falamos regularmente aqui no canal, finanças mais regularmente, cripto de vez em quando. Cripto quando sai este tipo de vídeos educativos para aprendermos juntos. Finanças falamos regularmente quase todas as lives. Só que o pessoal em Portugal gosta é de ver reacts, namorados a falar mal uns dos outros, aqueles vídeos do Sparking que eu também gosto de ver, mas não me foco só nisso. De streamer X falar mal de streamer Y, streamer A trai streamer B. Isso é o conteúdo que o pessoal em Portugal gosta. Coisas educativas não gostam tanto, pá, mas é o que temos. Fazemos a nossa parte aqui no nosso canal. E quem quiser participar é sempre bem-vindo.
look, you could have just bought Solana after the FTX crash. We were talking about it then. I got
Sua
so much
opinião
in
sobre
Solana
Peanut.
here.
Eu falei há bocado disso, se calhar ainda tenho aqui aberto. Tá. Ou seja, o problema desta coin, não vou deixar o atual, vou reduzir um bocadinho, que é para ser mais perceptível. O problema desta coin é que neste momento já deu o pump dos influencers, ou seja, os influencers falaram sobre esta coin, o pessoal, ou seja, eu hoje estou com o pensamento muito lento, vocês têm que me dar um desconto, mas basicamente, ou seja, os influencers compraram aqui, não sei se vocês sabem, mas principalmente no Capital Club, no grupo do Luke Belmar, aquilo tem pessoal muito high level, e eles falam lá do género, pessoal, vamos todos comprar esta coin agora. E o que é que acontece? Cada um deles mete tipo $500,000 numa coin. E o pessoal compra aquela coin e dá este primeiro pump na coin. E depois é de género. Agora vamos todos dizer ao pessoal das nossas comunidades para comprar esta coin. E o pessoal compra esta coin. E depois dá estes pumps. É tipo os amiguinhos dos influencers a comprar, digamos assim. E depois o retail entra. E quando o retail começa a entrar, que é o pessoal normal, os influencers começam a tirar profits. Por isso é que apesar desta coin ter este pump todo, estão a ver que não está, estagnou completamente. Porquê? Os influencers tinham posto os milhões, já tiraram os seus 3.000, já tiraram os seus... desculpem. Janeiras. O que é que eu estou a fazer? Deixa-me atualizar a página. Já tiraram os seus 3.000 por cento e agora estão a deixar o retail lutar uns contra os outros. Pronto, esta coin tipo, já deu tipo, se subir é gambling completamente porque a probabilidade de haver um rug pull nesta coin é muito grande. Os influencers já deram o seu pump, já tiraram o seu dinheiro. Quando eles decidirem todos juntos, agora vamos todos tirar o nosso dinheiro que isto já não vai subir mais. O pessoal de retail vai levar banhada. Por isso este tipo de coins tem sempre que ter muito cuidado. Por isso é que eu vos estava a dizer há bocado, tudo o que seja coins que são faladas num curto espaço de tempo. Muitos influencers falam numa coin que não existia ou que estava perdida no meio do monte. Tenham sempre cuidado com essa coin. Mas voltando a dizer também o que eu disse há bocado, vocês podem olhar para esta coin, ver a blockchain, perceber se tem alguma utility, se é 100% meme coin, quem é que é o founder desta coin e podem tentar encontrar uma coin semelhante tenha as mesmas características, tentar descobrir quem é que fundou esta coin e tentar encontrar novas coins que esta pessoa lance para o mercado. Se esta pessoa lançar uma coin para o mercado semelhante a esta, a probabilidade de os influencers do grupo dele investirem na coin vai ser grande. Ou seja, se as pessoas grandes, as big whales, investiram na coin deste fundador, provavelmente vão investir em todas as coins deste fundador. Então é uma boa maneira de tentar apanhar coins semelhante a esta sem cair no rug pull. Uh, uh, pois é isso. A seguir falta o cash out, que deve estar para breve. Coin mediática é entrar e sair no mesmo dia. Sim, opa, é tentar tirar o mais rapidamente possível o lucro. Mambo, obrigado pela rosa outra vez. Já na última live estiveste aí a apoiar. Obrigado outra vez. Grande abraço.
But this has made a clean 20x almost, or at least a 15x since it crashed. That's the benefit of buying early. For example, you could have gone in the super last November when we were talking about it.
Quanto é que eu estou em
this thing
super?
went all the way up to...
Deixem-me ver quanto é que eu estou em super. Acho que estávamos com 20%, né? Neste momento só estou com 10%. Aí, super caiu bem nos últimos dias. Yeah. Super caiu um bocadinho nos últimos dias. O IF é que cada vez está a subir mais, mas como é que é possível? Eu já estou com 46% em WIF só numa plataforma. Eu acho que também tinha WIF na MX. Já agora, curiosidade, conheces o criptoscudo? Não conheço. Não conheço. Numa plataforma tenho, na MX tenho 27,14%, na WIF e na outra tenho 46,66%. Nice.
A 15x recently when we talked about it, and we could just sit in super nice and comfy now. So that's the way to get those 20, 30x's in crypto. What we have to do now to get
Primeira
these 20,
cripto
30x's
portuguesa,
is
não
to
conheço,
beat
não conheço.
people to these smaller coins right here. So everybody in crypto is looking here, and they're looking at meme coins right now. The way we win here is we have to beat what people are going to be next, and it's going to be right here. So before we actually get into those coins and industries you should be looking at, you have to understand there's going to be this rotation multiple times in the board. What we're likely going to see right here.
Este pessoal que usa white mode nas aplicações lixa-me os olhos todos. Usem dark mode, meu. É que ele está de óculos, nós não. Ele está de óculos aqui no vídeo, mas nós não, pá.
Bitcoin's going to go up. It's going to plateau like it is right now. Alts are going to start to move super hard because money's going to move out of Bitcoin. This money we saw taken out right here. It's going to move out of Bitcoin and then go into these alts. Also, we see tons and tons of retail flooding in right now. I'll have my editor put up the search volumes. But the last 6 months, we've seen interest in crypto at all-time lows.
Por acaso nós estávamos a ver aquele gráfico no outro dia no Google Trends. Já vê se o pessoal tem procurado mais. Google Trends. Bitcoin. Portugal não, todo mundo. Último dia não, últimos 30 dias. Houve aqui uma flutuaçãozinha no dia 12, baixou agora outra vez, o que é muito bom. Bitcoin está no all-time high e nem está a ser muito procurado neste momento. Isto foi na altura das eleições, que foi dia 10, não foi? Nos dias a seguir às eleições americanas subiu bem. Agora desceu outra vez. Estamos em all-time high e não tem muita procura. Vai dar um bom pump em breve. Obrigado pelo follow, Jorge.
$1,000 and no one was searching for it. It has not been until this last week that people have actually started searching and looking into Bitcoin and crypto again. What all these people are going to do is they're going to see these gains in crypto and they're going to see the gains in Bitcoin and they're going to say, what's next? And so they're going to come in and they're going to actually start researching these top coins right here. As they start making money in these coins, they're going to get addicted to crypto and start moving down to the higher riskier coins. They're going to do what is called the newbie shuffle. So for example, my first bull run, I got in and I primarily just owned Bitcoin and Ethereum and those pumps. And I'm like, well, I bought Bitcoin and Ethereum. I must be really smart. I bet I can trade these smaller coins. And then they come in and get absolutely washed like I did early in my crypto career, trying to trade these
Mesmo
coins
assim, XRP subiu 42%.
because you're watching this video and you're still
Deve ter sido desde a subida da cena do Elon Musk.
By creepy crypto veterans. We're going to be the ones, ones rubbing ass here. But what you need to know and be prepared for
o Elon Musk é muito a favor de XRP.
Bitcoin taking a big dive. In my opinion, I don't think we're going to break 100K on this pump right here. I don't think we're going to see that till later this year. What we're likely to see is Bitcoin now hover between 80. I'm throwing these numbers out arbitrarily. I don't try to do TA or the graphs or anything like that because I think that's pointless. What we're going to do
em crypto é pointless.
Is likely Bitcoin hitting down to maybe 83,000, whatever, and then bobbing between here and $90,000. It's just going to plateau and get very boring. Then we're probably going to see a few weeks to maybe even a month of alts going nuts and Bitcoin doing absolutely nothing. Then we're probably going to see Bitcoin take an absolute dive. To put this in perspective for you, if we go look at the last bull run right here, you can see when Bitcoin made its first power dominant move, its first power top move. It really started laying that pipe. And this was actually not so much when people really started to get into it, it was about right here, okay? And this looks like a very short period of time, but it wasn't. It came through. It pumped up, it slowly went up to the 30,000s, and it hovered around here. And if we look at this date from its peak, which was 1/8/2021, and then let's look at Ethereum, which I believe Solana is very closely
eu não acredito que a minha live foi outra vez banida no TikTok, mano. Isto é insane. Até dia 22. Fraud and scams. Porquê? I disagree with this and I believe the content is not a violation. Pois, vou ter que dar um apelo. Please validate this. Validate. This was a mistake. No fraud or scam was happening during my live stream. I just watch and react to financial videos and react. Ai meu Deus, estou sempre a ser banido da merda do TikTok. Para o TikTok também. Ai. Desculpa. Ok. Bora lá outra vez.
Ethereum's behavior last bull run, you can see when it went and made its first pop up.
Deixa-me só fazer um vídeo para o TikTok a dizer que estou outra vez banido. A levar outra violação vou ser banido no TikTok. Eu tenho que parar de fazer live no TikTok. Pessoal, levámos mais um ban no TikTok. Estávamos a ver outro vídeo de finanças. Como vocês podem ver, pá, o TikTok não gosta que o pessoal aprenda algumas coisas, gosta que o pessoal continue burro, por isso levámos mais um ban no TikTok. Desta vez recebi um aviso que se voltar a receber uma violação das normas do TikTok por fraude, porque eu estou a fazer vídeos de finanças e estou a ser acusado de fraude. Provavelmente alguém anda a dar report nas minhas live streams. Se eu receber mais algum, vou ficar banido permanentemente do TikTok, então eu tenho que ter cuidado para não perder a conta. Provavelmente vou ter que parar de fazer live no TikTok, mas como sabem, fazemos live noutras plataformas. Vou deixar aqui uma de exemplo em cima e se quiserem passem. Eu neste momento até estou live lá, porque estávamos live em todas as plataformas, fomos banidos apenas da TikTok, continuo live nas outras. Ai, desculpem pessoal.
So this was the dominant move right here. You can see it was actually almost a month after Bitcoin made its first high right here. So you can see this is 1/15/2021. This is when it made its first little pump right here. And what we saw Ethereum do is it waited a full month almost before it made its peak. And so that's probably what we're going to see right here. Everyone's like, why isn't Ethereum and all these things moving? Well, one, the reason we're not seeing Ethereum move is because it sucks. Buying a coffee with Ethereum costs you $30 in transaction fees right now. It's not really feasible in the real world, but that doesn't matter. This is crypto. The reason we're not seeing Ethereum and all these things move is because it's doing the same thing it did last bull run. And so we want to, for example, we're right here. You can see this is the point when Bitcoin was really making its run up right here. This 1.6 point. This is when Bitcoin was really moving. We want to move into this point right here in altcoins and then beat it right here. This is where we're going to make our first gains at. And we're going to see very out-leveled gains, very huge returns if we can get in the coins lower than this. So if we go and look at, for example, let's go look at BNB. This is an example of what we're trying to do right here. We're going to go look at the last bull run, and you can see here's where Bitcoin was peaked at. All right, so this is when Bitcoin was pumping hard. Then what happened is Ethereum moved, and then you can see this is after Ethereum's peak right here. You can see it. BNB absolutely shot up crazy amounts. It went up from $30 to $200 like that. And so we're not really looking to ride the Ethereum-like waves. We're looking to ride this wave right here. And the way we do that is by predicting this rotation and getting in the people before they buy the BNB.
Por acaso nunca comprei BNB.
Buy right here. This is a strategy. This is what we're doing. And if you want more updates on this, you want this sooner, follow me on Twitter at ZSSBecker. Now, the last thing I'm going to give you with this is that you have to be able to be patient here, and you have to be able to hold through some stress and pressure. Now, I want to be completely transparent. I think a lot of the coins we talk about on this channel, specifically right here, if it's not these top coins right here, they're all likely going to zero. And by zero, I don't mean absolute zero, but we're probably going to see the exact same sell-offs in a much bigger way than we saw last bull run. I'm not suggesting that you long-term hold any of these as big, lifelong.
A única coisa que dá para dar hold em Bitcoin, basicamente.
On this channel, particularly the coins we're about to get into later on this video, these are hardcore gambles. I fully expect 10% of these to probably nuke in the middle of the bull run. I expect...
Deixa eu ver se o vídeo foi publicado. Sem views ainda, mas...
No TikTok estávamos a ver outro vídeo de finanças. Como vocês podem ver, pá, o TikTok não gosta que o pessoal aprenda algumas coisas, gosta que o pessoal continue burro, por isso levámos mais um ban no TikTok. Desta vez recebi um aviso que se voltar a receber uma violação das normas do TikTok...
Vou guardar o vídeo e vou meter nas histórias também.
Estou a ser acusado de fraude. Provavelmente alguém anda a dar report nas minhas live streams. Se eu receber mais algum, vou ficar...
Deixem-me pôr aqui nos stories. Nos stories e está resolvido.
Um ban no TikTok. Estávamos a ver outro vídeo de finanças. Podem ver. Pá, o TikTok não gosta que o pessoal aprenda algumas coisas.
Ok, pus nos stories também.
Pessoal,
ficar.
levamos mais um ban no TikTok.
Assim fica nos dois sítios, é melhor. Ok, desculpa.
Almost all these, especially ones later in the video, to take massive 80-90% dips. So if you're not looking at this and timing this right here by the end of the run, you're going to lose a substantial amount of your money, especially if you're buying later in the bull run or you buy after these pumps. This is where everybody gets killed at. So please, I have to stress, I'm going to focus on a little bit more low risk stuff at the start of it when I start talking about coins. If you haven't been in crypto for a while, I'm saying, like, dude, just focus on the lower risk stuff that I talk about. It's all massively risky. These are all going to take massive dives. Even the best coins like Solana went down 90%. So please, I stress, when I talk about holding here, I'm not suggesting you look at these like stocks. I'm not suggesting that I've picked the most magical, best new technology and I'm going to hold it to the moon with you and we're all going to make money together. These are extremely risky shit coins. They're going to pump super hard and everyone, including me, is going to be looking to super turbo dump all these coins when we start getting around these levels right here. And if you've looked at my meme coin selling video, you know I'm going to be selling and start selling my coins more so when we're about like right here. With that in context, please listen to my advice right here. You're going to have to be patient with these moves because the way you make money in the bull run is you have to sit here and squat in things for a while. Okay, Bitcoin's moving right now and everybody's getting really upset that their alts aren't moving, and so they're really panic moving in the memes and Bitcoin. Okay, and they're trying to chase meme pumps after the coin's already pumped. This is a losing situation right here because you're chasing pumps instead of waiting for pumps to come to you. Waiting for pumps involves a period of being soggy and not making money, which is why everybody's all upset right now with their alt and utility coins. Don't worry, it's gonna probably happen. You also have to understand you're gonna have to hold through some really ugly dumps on the way up to the top. Now, there's a really classic picture, which I'll have my editor put up on the screen right now, of how many times Bitcoin dumped on the way to its top in 2021 and even 2017. You're going to see multiple 20%, 30% haircuts on Bitcoin on the way up. We might not see that level of volatility since we have so much big money in Bitcoin now, but we're 100% going to see some types of dumps, and we're going to see that reflected in Ethereum, and we're going to see Solana and these other coins probably take, and I think altcoins are going to move based on Ethereum and Solana, take huge dumps. And if you look at the last bull runs, if you sold on any of these dumps, you panic sold, you got absolutely rocked. So I'm not going to zoom in and go through all the hoopla again, but...
O problema é que muita gente chegou aqui, teve esta quebra, vendeu aqui em baixo, quando voltou a subir comprou aqui, teve a quebra, vendeu outra vez aqui em baixo. Este é o problema da cripto, é que o pessoal não tem tomates para manter as coins.
First bull, I was holding...
Eu comprei Bitcoin para aí aqui, não, a primeira vez foi a 40, a segunda vez foi 60, a terceira vez foi para aí 30, ou seja, a minha média estava para aí nos 40 e eu estava aqui em baixo, nos 20, eu estava com 50% de prejuízo em certa altura, mas mantive porque acreditava no que estava a comprar, e agora vejam onde está, não é?
Alts I bought right here, okay, and then Bitcoin went up here, it went to 30,000 or 40,000 and then dumped all the way. It touched to about 28,000 for a second. It's very scary if you've never experienced these before. I thought I was about to lose everything. I was terrified. And so, of course, like an idiot, I just tried to sell everything right here, and I was doing the whole beginner shuffle where everybody logs in the Coinbase and tries to sell all their coins and sells them for idiot prices. All the smart people then come in and buy, and it goes up again. So my advice is we're probably going to see one of these dumps. Now, could this possibly be the top of the market right now? It could be. I don't know. On this channel, I'm not trying to act like I can predict the future like every other channel. They can't.
Em janeiro chega aos 100 na tomada de posse do Trump. Acho que é dia 10.
That they know what's going to happen, and then it doesn't happen, everyone gets rocked. All I'm doing is I'm looking at other bull runs and making really general stupid person rules on what's about to happen. What is most likely to happen based on my stupid person rules is we're going to go up and we're probably going to see a really bad dump before 100K. In my opinion, Bitcoin at 100,000 is very similar to Bitcoin at 50,000.
É possível que ainda deixe aos
70
ou 75.
We're going to see a really nasty dump and people are going to conclude the bull market is over. I'm going to hold to that. I'm expecting it to come. I'm just not going to sell, and I'm going to hope to Lord Peanut, patron saint of Magnum Dongs, that's not the top of the run. If it's not, I'm screwed. I'm going to lose all my money. If you hold through that, you're screwed. You're going to lose all your money. It's just that simple. It's a roulette table. We're taking a gamble here. But you're going to have to hold through some really painful periods in altcoins if you want to ride them to the top. If you're new to this or you're not a professional trader, you're not going to swing trade these things to victory. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to hold, and we're going to have to wait for this entire cycle that I just talked about here to reset. We're probably going to see this cycle reset 2 to 3 times. I'm probably going to start selling after the first cycle, and I'm going to be selling all the way up and all the way down. I'm not going to try and time the top. And if you're interested in how that works, watch my smaller coin trading video. So that's a full recap on what's about to happen since you're actually prepared.
Ele agora vai falar das coins dele, não?
Now, let's get into the part you've all been waiting for, the coins. Yes. So in this video, I'm going to be focusing on more of the bigger coins in each of these sectors, because I know there's a ton of new people flooding this channel. I don't think the first video we should come back with while the bull run's confirmed is some big, small, tiny altcoin video. I will be making videos like that next week. We will have an AI video, we have a gaming video, we have a real world assets video, we'll have a meme coin video.
Real world assets eu quero ver.
At some juicy coins in this video. But I want to give you the overview of where to look and how to look at it, because my goal here in this video is absolutely nothing for you. I am going to tell you, Shrip, the best thing to do is does not touch this. You're probably going to lose all your money. That's my #1 advice, but you're not going to listen to that. That's not why you're viewing this channel. You are here to put your dick in a pencil sharpener with me and hope that no one plugs it in. You're here to be degenerate. You're here to gamble. And so by all means, if you want to put your dick in the pencil sharpener with me and do the Macarena all cocky like and hope that doesn't come to some bloody stumpy end, by all means, let's do it. But my #1 advice for you is don't trade crypto. Now, my goal of this coin video is more so give you coins are going to score 5 to 10x's with minimal chance of them rugging, aka not exploding. If you get into a lot of the smaller coins we're going to talk about in later videos, these coins not only come with the challenge of having to trade them and recognize the extreme volatility, a lot of them will also just implode. The projects will fail, they'll get hacked, a few of them are rugged. This is just what happens when you get into smaller cap coins. So I really don't want to set up people just new to this watching this with those type of coins. If you want to see those type of coins, I do talk about them a little bit on my Twitter. What I want to do is I want to give you the areas you need to be looking at right now. The first place I'm going to tap into in this video, and the reason why I'm sharing it first is because I haven't researched this place in crypto as much as I think I should. And so everybody's super duper focused on meme coins right now. And I'll talk about meme coins here in a sec. But the place that I think is completely being overlooked and is going to attract so much like institutional money, real money coming in, is going to be real world assets. So what you have to understand is a lot of people are looking at meme coins right now and flooding into those. I think meme coins are going to do super duper well. A lot of people hate meme coins, so they suck up liquidity and all this kind of stuff. That's technically true, but almost everything in crypto is technically a meme coin. None of these coins or technology do anything at this point. I think crypto is going to take over the world. I think it's going to be one of the most important technologies. I think it's going to be used in literally almost everything: video games, banking transactions, how we vote. That being said, there is a lot of hype around us, and we're looking at a dot-com situation right here. Like in the dot-com boom, most of the companies launching didn't actually do anything. And that's taken to the most 10th degree in crypto, because you can launch a coin and start taking in people buying them with zero doing nothing. You can literally just type in a little bit of code and boom, you have a coin, and you can say, oh, I'm doing something. It's a great way to raise money. It's a great way to make money. And because of that, we just have coins that do mostly nothing launching all over the place. So please don't ever mistake my intent on these videos. I think almost every coin in crypto is vaporware. I think they're all meme coins. And what I'm looking for in crypto is not some game-changing technology. I'm looking for fundamentals. I'm trying to find coins that have the right narrative, the right attention, and the right interest that will make them go up. A lot of coins that go up and pump in bull runs do absolutely nothing. So that's why I don't really hold any resentment towards meme coins, and I've been getting into a little bit of memeage myself. We are going to see actual adoption start, and what I'm focusing on this video is where the adoption is actually going to be. We are going to see a lot of big institutional money move into crypto with an investor mindset.
Quando ele fez este vídeo onde estava a 0,84, agora está a 1.
And technology is going to be big in the future. I don't think we're going to see huge investors or
Vídeo foi
people
para
with
aí há
their
3 dias.
401ks or people with a lot of money moving in and wanting to get into meme coins. Meme coins are kind of a phenomenon that we're going to see ultra beginner people get into, and ultra low level retail get into, and we're going to see crypto natives or OGs getting into. This is why you saw meme coins doing crazy gains during the bear market, because it's something that's kind of reserved for the crypto community. So what I want to do is I want to beat
Deixa eu ver uma coisa que eu lembrei-me de uma coin que já não vejo há muito tempo. Temos 7 dias 10%, último mês 31%. Ok.
actual investors. I want to beat the people that are going to have 100,000, 200,000 are going to be moving into crypto because they actually want to invest it long term. Where are they going to invest these things? I think the top place they're going to invest these things is real world assets. This is crypto that manages and controls the distribution of assets. So I think in the future, for example, something that's going to be really huge is we're going to do all of our real estate contracts via crypto. If you've ever looked or you ever bought a house, it's a disaster. You could easily do the transaction by transfer of an NFT to one person to another, and it's managed via a blockchain, and they pay for it via dollars on the blockchain. I think that's going to be something that's absolutely huge. The ownership of cars, the ownership of houses, how we vote, distributing shares of a real estate portfolio. I think stuff like that's going to be absolutely huge. And I think real world assets is going to be where it's the most hugest at, because that's exactly what I just described. And so I think we're going to see so much money flood into these, and I'm researching these right now. I might make a real world assets video. I'm telling you, this right here is really easy for mainstream investors to understand, and I think this is where a lot of money is going to flood into. So what I would do is I'd take the logic I'm about to show you in these other two niches and apply it here, because you can find a lot of coins that are being completely ignored right now. I think this is a niche to actually research in. It's being completely overlooked. I'm going to be digging into it a lot over the next few weeks. Now, back to actual coin picks. If I was building a portfolio of altcoins and I really didn't know what I was doing and I just wanted to sit and be dur, this is what I would do. So if I'm going to build the most basic portfolio for somebody, I'm going to go and get
Dodge para ser crazy. Vai dizer tipo, sei lá, vai dizer tipo Pep para ser crazy e depois vai dizer que está a gozar.
To the main altcoins, and then get top exposure to the top altcoins, and these niches I think are going to pump super hard. So
Avax, maybe que ele gosta bué da Avax.
I wouldn't add Ethereum to my portfolio. I think Ethereum is going to do similar gains to Bitcoin, except Bitcoin has so much more security and long-term success almost guaranteed to it that Ethereum just doesn't have. I could make an entire video trashing Ethereum. I'm not going to do that. It would just waste everyone's time. There's no point to that video. I just think, you know, Ethereum, if Ethereum does a 2x, Bitcoin's going to do like a 1.7x. And I don't think that extra 0.3x is worth the risk that comes with Ethereum. I just don't. Now, Solana, on the other end, I think is probably going to go to at least $400, $500. People are theorizing $800 to $1,000. I think that's totally on the table, especially if we see Bitcoin charge past 150K, which I think is on the table. I do think there is potential for a 200K Bitcoin. That is not what my trading or strategy revolves around. I've been waiting since November. I've gotten to a lot of coins very low. I'm going to be taking profits on those well before we get to 150K, 200K Bitcoin. I'm not waiting for that. I'm completely fine, not even coming close to the top of this bull market. You have to understand when I talk about everything. I'm not trying to hold to the tippity tip and then sell. I could take all my gains right now, be very happy, but I don't think we're anywhere close to the top right now. So I think Solana, that's where I would start my portfolio with. Then what I would do if I want some meme coin exposure is I would actually add Pepe.
Já sabia.
Okay? If I want some really...
Eu disse, eu já estava a prever que ele ia dizer Pepe. Só falta dizer WIF e Dogecoin. Eu estava mesmo a ver.
Juicy meme coin exposure, I would actually add Peanut. Okay? That's where I would start with. I wouldn't put a lot of money into those, but I think Peanut could have a chance to be like a SHIB. And I think Pepe is going to give phenomenal meme coin gains. And I think it's probably going to get up, you know, probably if we see a meme coin run, probably a $30 billion market cap. So that's where I would stay in meme coins if I was a big. Now, in actual coins I would throw in there, I hate fucking saying this. This makes my skin crawl. But I think Cardano is probably going to go back up to its old all-time high, which is probably about almost a 5x from here. I've been dogging on these guys for 4 years straight. Since I told them to sell at $3, they all viciously attacked me, and then I got to troll them. I got the pleasure, the honor of calling a coin at its absolute tippity top and then being able to troll the people that made fun of me for 4 years straight. Look, we're in a bull market right now. Cardano has a lot of attention. Charles Hoskinson is a big name in the space. He did just sign up to tell people.
Estava a 0,60 quando ele fez o vídeo, quanto é que está agora? 0,73, já subiu um bom bocado.
U.S. government how to make policy. And as much as I dog Cardano holders, I hate the holders. They are the worst people in life. They're all, it's a coin that's exclusively made up of Chuck E. Cheese employees. Just round little 5'2", 5'1" manlets. They all ride around town on scooters. I don't know if you've ever seen a gang of Cardano holders. It's very intimidating. Just a bunch of sweaty little hobbits all patrolling around town on Friday night looking for their wives because they have no fucking clue where they are. They're a terrifying species. I don't like them. That's why I insult them and make fun of them behind the safety of my computer. If I saw one of these groups of men in real life, they swarm me with their limp little lotiony wrists and aggressively try to pat me down or whatever.
Ok, já percebemos, avança.
I'd be covered in lotion and smell like a Chuck E. Cheese hot dog vendor for weeks. I don't want that to happen. I'm not leaving my house because of it. That being said, Cardano does a lot of things right. The technology behind it actually works really well. And so I think based on that, Cardano's probably going to shoot back up to its old all-time high. So I would actually put Cardano in a newbie portfolio. Now, the other coin I would throw in there is AVAX.
Já sabia
disso
também.
Is going to be the little brother to Solana. And I mean, when I told you about AVAX last November-ish, I said AVAX was the coin to watch if you want the gains. Things done, a clean 3x from there. And I think it has plenty of room to charge back to this recent all-time high right here. When I refer to all-time highs a lot in this video, I'm not going to be referring to these all-time highs. I'm going to be referring to the recent all-time highs because these are a little bit more reasonable to talk about. The market caps and our dilution of these coins are very different at this point. And so these prices right here aren't very helpful. There is just way less AVAX in the market then than there is now. So I think we're going to easily be returning back here. And I think $100, $150, maybe even a $200 AVAX. Totally on the table. I do think, and I've been calling Chainlink since the dawn of time, and Chainlink has been disappointing since the dawn of time. I wouldn't add this to your portfolio if you want big juicy gains, but Chainlink is like the most essential technology in all of crypto. I would have that in a portfolio. Next, we want some exposure to AI and gaming. I have entire videos breaking down why AI and gaming are going to be huge. If you want to see those, they're just linked below here. It's very important you understand these because I think these are the two first biggest use cases in crypto, besides that real-world asset situation I described before. So where I would be starting at in AI is I would start with BitTensor. I'd start with artificial super intelligence. Starting at an AI is I would start with
BitTensor. Huh. Not expecting that.
I'd start with Artificial Super Intelligence Alliance. They did stuff.
You have been logged out from Twitch. Adoro. Ai meu Deus. Vamos lá fazer login na Twitch outra vez. Eu estou no telemóvel. Com esta merda.
Recently really made a lot of people mad, but I think it's going to do very well. I'd also start with render. What AI coins do is they manage the infrastructure or processes of a lot of AI servers, or the power behind AI, or they manage the streams of data. So for example, if you look at a coin like Theta, it streamlines a lot of the things that YouTube and other companies use for their video streaming data, and it streamlines it using blockchain. Is just way more efficient, cheaper, and it's probably what everyone's going to use in the future. I haven't looked too much in Theta, so that might not be the most accurate assessment, but what I just described there is what, from a 30,000 foot view, AI coins do. It is such a phenomenal use of blockchain. We're all going to use it in the future. That's why you want exposure to this. So those are the coins I would start with in AI. Now, if I'm looking to get some exposure to gaming, where I would actually start at is AVAX, which I just described. We saw a game off the grid recently launch, and it added more wallets and actual real use of blockchain. Over 10 million wallets.
O pessoal nem teve noção que estava a usar a cripto
That's the most demand
a
we've
jogar
ever
aquele
seen for
jogo.
blockchain outside of trading and NFTs. That's real world use. We are going to see almost every game using some form of blockchain technology within the next 3 to 4 years. I think this is probably one of the better long-term investments in crypto. I think if you're looking for mega super high risk crazy pumps, it's going to be meme coins, but that's super hard to predict, especially if you're new. I think if you're looking for the most consistent to predict pumpiest coins in crypto, it's going to be AI coins. I think the best long-term investment that's also going to give really good gains in this bull run is going to be gaming. And so if you look at, for example, AVAX, our first successful game off the grid, delivered so much volume on the chain, higher than anything we've ever seen before. But we're about to see almost every game using this in the next 2 to 3 years, in my opinion. And we're going to see all these coins go nuclear from
Não sei se 2 a 3 anos é uma boa predict. Acho que é demasiado cedo.
It's going to be used the most in gaming. This is the infrastructure that provides all the things that all these games are going to run in. Yes, there's a lot of games that are really good. I'm not going to talk about them too much in this video. We'll get into that in our gaming video. I also have a gaming video link below this video that lists all the gaming coins that I'm in and looking at, and how to actually look at the gaming industry as well. My opinion on those coins hasn't changed too much since then, because this is a really long-term investment for me. So if I'm building a more beginner portfolio, where I'm going to start at is AVAX. AVAX. I think that's going to be the big chain that gaming is on, and that's going to drive AVAX to crazy levels. Next, I'm going to invest in IMX and Beam. These are the two most solid core fundamental infrastructure coins in all of gaming. And if I want a little bit more exposure to something that's on similar levels to those, but still at a smaller market cap, I'm going to get in the Superverse. Elliot and what he's doing over there is really special. I think almost every game in the space is using Super in some form now. And then I'd also throw in Ronin, which I think is a blockchain that a lot of games are going to be using. There's a lot of good coins right here, but those are the ones I would stick to. I think Ape Coin's either going to do insanely well and be the top gaming chain, or one of the top gaming chains, or I think it's just not going to do anything. And that's where I would stop with my high-level gaming coins. That's where I would draw the line. And if you just put that portfolio that I just laid out right there, I think that's going to do very, very well, and none of those coins have any risk of just nuking before the bull run is done. Again, I think a lot of coins are going to nuke. These ones, if they do nuke, they will be around in the future. They will keep going, and at least you can hold them for the next 5+ years through a bear. So for example, if you held Super through the bear, the coin shop, and again, the valuations were different this time, but you can see it, it shot up right here. It got to these really high levels right here, and it just came right back.
Quem me dera se Super voltasse a 3,5. Ui. No momento tão feliz. Super voltasse a 3,5.
Elliot and what they're doing over there is pure quality. Yeah, it sucks if you're going to hold through all this right here. This is where we actually started buying at on the channel right here again. That said, at least these things have a chance of coming back, and so you don't have to panic sell your investment at the bottom if that happens to you. You don't want it to happen to you, by the way. Now, what I want to talk about is coins that are right underneath this layer of security that I would get into if I wanted to make a lot of money. In AI, where I would start at is like a mid-level risk portfolio, is I would start with Destra. I think this is going to be the chosen child of the run. And I want to stress, all the coins I'm about to mention right here, there is a chance they nuke. I've mentioned coins on this channel before where the projects have failed. These coins have potential to
É
fail.
tudo gambling
Everything I
o que ele está
mentioned,
a falar.
the ones I just
Por
mentioned
isso.
above, they do have a chance to fail, but not on the consistent levels of these coins. These are more riskier coins. And the deeper we get down here, the more chance these coins have to fail and absolutely wipe out before the end of the bull run and eliminate all your gains mid-bull. That's the worst case scenario with these coins. And as we get into these lower ones, this is what you run the risk of. These are startup companies. These are new or semi-new founders. There's all sorts of things that can happen to these coins. So for example, to lay it out, PAL, which is still one of my favorite coins, just to put this in perspective, was one of the chosen children in AI. Then they proposed recently this proposal to merge with another coin. The proposal got rejected. Regardless of that, people hated the proposal, and the thing absolutely nuked recently. Now, I think PAL is probably going to come back and do very well this morning, but you can see the volatility right here. PAL is one of the most sure bets in all of AI gaming crypto. Went from being really good to absolutely in a questionable range right now. Now, I'm not suggesting you buy PAL in this video. I'm still holding all my bags of PAL through this, and nothing has changed with PAL whatsoever other than people's view of the coin. Okay, so I want to really state that even if something's a sure bet in these spaces, it can do this really quickly. When PAL did this other
Ora
day,
bem, baixa para os 0,16, a quanto é que está agora? É PAL com 2 As. Coin Market Cap. Está igual. O que estava na altura do
tagging me and stuff like that. I'm like, this is what happens in these coins. These are the riskiest coins in all of crypto right here. And even though PAL changed nothing about their business model, nothing about the coin, the narrative in the community got mad at them and they all panic dumped the coin. And this is going to happen, especially in coins I talk about in my later videos when we talk about the smaller coins. So I just want to prepare you for this now before I talk about any higher risk coins. And also just introduce you to this. If we're talking about trading altcoins, this is something you have to understand about them. So coming this, if I'm going to start building a more higher return AI portfolio, I'm going to start with Destra. I think it's going to be the chosen child of this room. Nothing has a narrative and it has a stronger narrative behind it than Destra. I have a absolutely massive bag of Destra, by the way. And I don't own all the coins I mentioned on this channel, but I do own some of them. And the ones I do mention that I do own, I have massive bags in. I've gone very heavy in crypto. On top of that, I do consult and advise a lot of these coins. And yes, they pay me for that. So of course I want these coins to go up. And I will be selling
these coins aqui ao menos está a ser honesto.
So just being completely transparent with you right there. I don't want to do like other channels do where they like, act like they have little tiny bags or just suggesting something out of the goodness of their heart and don't have any like incentive or tie, and then they say they're gonna like hold to the moon with you and whatnot. No, I'm here to make money just like you are. So please, I just gotta be transparent with you. I think Destra is going to be one of the best runners. Now, if we go down, I also think Echelon Prime, which I don't own, is also going to be a fantastic AI coin to deliver really high returns. PAL used to be one of the most sure coins.
Echelon
it's in a very
Prime.
hazy spot right now. This is definitely a really high risk trade to take because it could run up right back to where it was here very frequently. They do have great technology and they are doing great things at PAL, but they've really made a PR poo-poo here recently. So that's, if you're looking for a high risk trade, PAL. Now, 0x0, I think is in the same level as PAL, except they didn't make a PR poo-poo. And I think 0x0 is going to charge super duper hard. Then finally, where I'd stop at is going to be Node AI. There's a lot of other AI coins that I'm in. I think anyone should almost be on this list. I think that's a really, really good coin. Neural AI is one of the newer ones I think is a really, really good coin, but these are more newer coins that I'll be talking about in the AI video. If I was going to stop this list at mid-risk, I'd go with Node AI right here. This one's going to do super duper well as well. Now, there's other coins we could talk about. I think Neural is a mix of gaming and AI. Hash AI is another one I think has phenomenal narrative behind it.
Ele agora já está a dizer tudo o que lhe apetece,
basicamente. And another great one. But I want to stop at the mid-risk in this portfolio. All right, so that's why I would stop as a Node AI. If you want to go investigate those other coins I mentioned, by all means. Now, in gaming crypto, if I'm looking for explosive return, mid-risk coins, I'd have to actually just start at Super again. I think Super is going to do super duper well. There's so many things going for it. All of the tech behind it, every way it's plugging into games, that's one of them. Basically, every game in crypto has to answer the Super in some way right now. On top of that, it has probably one of the most powerful influencers behind it, Elliot, and everybody that's really powerful in crypto also is in this coin. And so what you have to look at in crypto too is the narrative behind coins and where people are going to move into. Super's at the top of that list for me. Echelon Prime is another good one because it ties into gaming and AI, so you have the double whammy right there. I go with Seedify because the second any games start to pump really hard, the seed investments are going to be really, really, really chased after. And so everybody's going to want to start stocking up on Seedify again. So I think that's another good good one. Myria is a really solid infrastructure coin that I
Já
think is
ouvi
going
alguém
under the
falar de
radar right now,
Myria,
that I think is
mas
going to do
não
very well
faço
and has a
ideia
great team
quem
behind
foi.
it. And then Citus is just a good old classic. I think it's going to do really well, again, because it just has the launch pad, and they're also founding Ton, which I think is going, and then the coin soon that's coming out for Ton. I think that's probably going to be one of the hottest game coins in crypto. And then two that are under the radar right now that I think you should look into are Altura. These are a little bit more higher risk, but Altura, because it provides NFT technology that plugs into all games. And there's also another infrastructure coin called Xborg, which is, in my opinion, I think infrastructure coins in gaming should all, I think they're all going to pump to super high levels on here because they just plug into all games.
Pá, hoje o chat está marado aqui. O chat da Twitch não está a aparecer aqui, desculpa. Pá, é o que temos. Também hoje a live vai ser mais curta porque eu tive que ir a Lisboa, voltei, depois tive que ir ao VAR, voltei, depois tive que ir ao ginásio, voltei, depois tive que ir outra vez ao VAR, voltei, jantei e comecei a live, por isso eu estou completamente esgotado.
If a coin is a hit, it pumps super hard. If it's not, it just nukes. That's really hard to predict sometimes. Infrastructure games are going to get wildly speculated on, just bar none. So there are some really good game coins that I haven't mentioned here because I just don't want to mention individual gains in this video. On top of that, the only other one I would mention that's really good is Carrot. And if I was going to make any gem in this video, this studio is super undervalued at this point, in my opinion. And it just became a chain very similar to Ape Chain. And so I think the combination of My Pet Hooligan, what's coming out, their combinations with AI, the things they're doing as a studio, on top of the fact that it's now powering a chain, I think it's going to do some crazy numbers. The one thing you want to watch out for on here that gives me any hesitancy on Carrot, and people, you know I love Carrot, but these fully diluted market cap values right here, they will come into play in the bear market or as this bull run comes to an end, it will result in a lot of selling. So what's going to happen is a coin gets super high up, and then all the original investors, which I'm one of them, by the way, I have a big giant bag of Carrot. I love Carrot. They're going to start selling when the market gets really hot, okay? And so if, let's say that Carrot goes to like $5 or something like that, you can bet when these people start getting their coins unlocked, they're going to be selling, and that's going to drive the price down bigly, just like it did Alluvium last run. But if I go and point out Alluvium to you, you can see that really didn't hold it back last run. You can see it did crazy returns, even though it had a crazy fully diluted value. You can now see what happened is those people took profits and it caused just as huge as a dump after. I think Alluvium's going to do pretty well this run. I'm not really commenting on it too much in this video. It's not one of my bigger holds anymore. I just want to show you an example and a reference for Carrot on what you can kind of expect if Carrot gets picked up. Whenever I talk about coins in this channel, one of the main things I'm going to look at is so you can see Super had this exact same problem last run. You can see all the investors came in and then they super dumped when their coins got unlocked. Yeah. If you look at the fully diluted value right now, it's within 2x of it, which I think is healthy. The best is where if you look at something like Destra, and there's just absolutely the same exact market cap as the fully diluted value almost. That's where you really want to be at. But a lot of the AI coins launched on different models than gaming coins. And so, for example, Super in this situation was raising money, so they had to get investors in and lock up their tokens.
Ou seja, é normal haver muita gente com alta quantidade, mas também o rug pull é mais possível.
We had to start the bull market. I did not want to speak for that long, but we had to kick off alt season somehow with a really good, thorough recap. Again, I don't want to even recap this video. We talked about so much. Those are my thoughts on altcoins. I don't have anything more to add, and I don't want to talk anymore. If you want to get updates much faster and see what coins are going to be doing well, follow me on Twitter at ZSSBecker. That's where you can get updates so much faster. If you like videos like this and you want to stay on the cutting edge of the bull run, subscribe. Because as the bull run picks up, these videos are going to become more and more fast-paced with more updated news. Because as the bull run keeps going, we're not going to be able to just sit in these big coins if we want to make really chunky gains. We're going to have to take more faster in and out kind of trades. So you're going to want to be subscribed so you're on the cutting edge of those. I don't have anything else to say, and bye.
Ok. Só, vídeo bastante completo, mas é sempre bom ver este tipo de vídeo. Já sabemos que é um assunto que é engraçado ver aqui na live. Infelizmente, o TikTok não achou mesmo e baniu-nos pela terceira vez. Parece que não podemos falar nada que seja bom para as pessoas, só podemos falar de dancinhas no TikTok, o que é uma estupidez, mas eles é que sabem. Pessoal, eu vou ter que terminar a stream, eu estou mesmo muito cansado, eu estou quase a adormecer sentado, eu tenho que me ir deitar e descansar porque eu estou muito esgotado. Mas queria agradecer a todos por terem passado aí, espero que se tenham divertido, espero que tenham gostado. Vemo-nos na live stream amanhã vou estar com mais forças, amanhã temos alguns vídeos para ver. temos Bernardo Almeida, Nuno Agonia, Dude Perfect, Andamento, Mochila, outra vez Bernardo Almeida. Temos muita coisa para ver, consoante a vossa opinião, claro. Por isso, muito obrigado a todos, espero que se tenham divertido, espero que tenham gostado e vemos amanhã. Tchauzinho!